Mr. Day of Stoneham.
Thank you again, Madam Speaker, and through you to the members. Shows that it pays to pay attention when the Speaker is talking. Madam Speaker, I ask that when a vote be taken on this bill, it be taken by a call of the yeas and nays.
Mr. Day moves that a vote be taken by a call of the yeas and nays. Those in support will rise. Division 1. 21, sufficient number having arisen, a vote be taken by a call of the yeas and nays. Mr. Day of Stoneham.
Thank you again, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, our Commonwealth is founded on the proposition that we voluntarily form a body politic in order to furnish ourselves and all individuals who join that social compact with the power of enjoying in safety and tranquility their natural rights and the blessings of life. Our system of self-governance requires us to affirmatively take measures to alter our laws whenever they do not provide the people with safety, prosperity, and happiness. We, as the elected representatives of the people, are solemnly charged, and we solemnly swear when we take office, to address the unnecessary and unjustified infliction of pain on others, and to remove obstacles preventing people from living their lives peacefully and with dignity, to make life easier and happier in the Commonwealth for our constituents. Today, Madam Speaker, we take action to honor those oaths. Across our great Commonwealth this morning, hundreds of thousands of children woke up, gave their moms and dads a hug, and bounded off to the last days of school before summertime. Some may have forgotten their school books or homework. Some might visit the school nurse with a skinned knee or a stomach ache, and the school will need to call a parent. For most of these kids, that parent will answer the call and take care of their child's needs without a second thought and without impediment. But this is not necessarily the case for all children and parents when they go to an emergency room or try to open a bank account, or when decisions have to be made about a child's long-term care, or if the parents separate or divorce. For many children in the Commonwealth, the person they call mom or dad is shunned legally. The person that child calls mom or dad has no standing and scant legal rights or recourse. They are shut out with the full force of our laws. 20 years ago, Madam Speaker, this House voted to legalize same-sex marriage in the face of those who believe that expanding the legal definition of marital rights to others would somehow diminish the value of existing marriages. We rejected that argument as a body then, and we chose love and inclusion over intolerance. Today, we continue on that worthy pathway, recognizing the love and commitment of parents and meeting them as they are. Today, we say no to those oracles of misery who would deprive a parent of the full rights and privileges of parenthood because that person is different from their image of what a parent should look like. This bill will remove one of the few remaining vestiges of our statutes that treat same-sex parents or parents who are engaged in assisted reproduction through in vitro fertilization or surrogacy unequally under the law. Today, we seek to modernize laws that currently treat parents who, despite loving and providing for their children just as much as any other parent does, we treat them as second class because of how they became a parent, because of who they love, or because of who they are. Madam Speaker, a friend of ours in this chamber is a granddaughter of a Polish coal miner who had every opportunity to do so, speaks of him and his decision to move his family away from an oppressive government regime, to seek a society that is free and welcoming. Today, to paraphrase her, we reward his sacrifice by affirming that our government recognizes that the common good is best secured by supporting parents who love and care for their children. For a non-biological parent to secure legal parental rights, this bill requires that an individual demonstrate to the court the following factors before that child turns 18. 1, the petitioner resided with the child as a regular member of the household for a significant period of time. That means at least 3 years or 40% of that child's life. 2, the petitioner engaged in consistent caregiving of the child, shaping that child's daily routine, providing educational, medical care, addressing developmental needs. 3, the petitioner undertook full and permanent parental responsibilities without the expectation of payment or compensation. 4, they held that child out publicly as their child. 5, they established a bonded, independent relationship with the child. 6, each parent of the child consented to that bonded, independent relationship, and that relationship was parental in nature. And 7, it's in the best interest of the child to recognize that petitioner and to adjudicate that petitioner as a parent. Wary of those who might exploit our laws to commit acts of abuse, we place into the code specific and explicit safeguards. The bill includes first-in-the-nation protections for service members against others who would seek to gain parentage rights over their children when they are deployed or in active duty service. Individuals subject to restraining orders are barred affirmatively from petitioning for parental rights over a child. Those who have been found to engage in child abuse by the DCF are ineligible to petition the court for parental rights. The bill requires individuals who seek to establish parental rights over a child to notify all known parents of the child of their petition. It also provides biological parents with the opportunity to be heard, to present evidence, and to appeal from a judgment. The bill maintains the independent duty of the courts to determine custody, visitation, and child support obligations, regardless of whether it recognizes petitioners as parents or not. Madam Speaker, we have one of, if not the highest rates of assisted reproduction in the nation. Our laws have not kept up with our progress. So on that front, this bill also protects the rights of our residents who utilize assisted reproduction by laying out clear requirements and protections for the establishment of parentage of cases in vitro fertilization and surrogacy. We allow an intended parent or person giving birth to bring an action either before or after birth to obtain parentage acknowledgement of a child born via assisted reproduction. That judgment can designate the contents of the birth certificate as well as declare that the parental rights vest immediately upon birth of the child. Madam Speaker, the bill we're taking up today did not arrive here yesterday. For years, a team of dedicated advocates representing LGBTQ+ parents, civil legal aid attorneys, domestic abuse survivors, veterans, active service people, assisted reproduction advocates, scholars, and others have been working tirelessly through legal issues that were presented by our action today. We thank them for their persistence, their candor, and their voice in raising important and sometimes complex legal thickets. They help make this bill better. I also want to thank the Judiciary Committee staff, and specifically, again, Diana Williams, General Counsel, to the Committee on the Judiciary, as well as Patrick Prendergast, Staff Director, who exhibited tremendous patience with me, as well as with the advocates, and worked through those legal thickets to produce this bill. This is, Madam Speaker, another step our chamber is taking to bring equity to our laws and enhanced freedoms to our residents, and specifically to the parents of this Commonwealth who have been waiting for recognition and who have devoted their care, attention, and love to their children without legal protections. I urge the body to support this bill to ensure that if you are a parent to a child, whether that child is biologically yours or not, the law will recognize you as that parent just as society does. Thank you.